What's up, guys? It's Benny. It pays to be a skeptic in this business. This is why you won't find me dancing with any binders full of Epstein evidence. Obviously, we are major critics of stunts that are pulled for these kind of things. Everybody has been waiting in anticipation for, well, somebody to go to prison that isn't just Ghislaine Maxwell. Can we please, at the very least, have some arrests, learn some new information about Jeffrey Epstein? Allegedly. There is new information. That's been confirmed by people that we trust, people that have been on this program, Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, Alina Habba. So we keep asking, and we'll keep asking until something happens, and something did happen today. There is somebody who knows so very much about the deep state, and it's Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson himself, a victim of the deep state. I firmly believe and know, in fact, that it was nefarious operators inside of our intel agencies that leaked Tucker Carlson's text messages to bosses at Fox News that ended up getting him fired. Ladies and gentlemen, anyway, the point is that Tucker Carlson had his emails spied on by the NSA. And the point is that Tucker Carlson knows. Tucker Carlson suggests a force is acting upon the Trump administration to prevent the release of JFK and Epstein documents. The story doesn't add up. We can say with certainty that there is a force acting on these people. Very sinister force and a very serious force, to the point that they are embarrassing themselves because they promised that they would be released, and they haven't. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had Alina Habba on the program just an hour ago. Alina Habba is one of our favorite guests. She's somebody who's never lied to us. So we asked her about the new truckload of Epstein documents, and, well, ladies and gentlemen, she says not only are they being reviewed right now, but they're also looking at prosecutions. Here we go. Just wanted to touch on, when it comes to pederasts and prosecuting them and the people who are related to them or were in league with them. Ghislaine Maxwell is the only person that's ever done any time for this Epstein, for Epstein. I guess the American people, like Pam Bondi, seemed furious in her letter to Kash Patel about the FBI withholding evidence from her on Epstein. Apparently, according to her words, there's a truckload of new evidence. Any updates on that?
It's funny. I actually just asked about this and where it's at. And I just want to say, I understand and hear the American people's, ask. And sometimes they mistakenly put it on me, and that's fine. I'm part of the administration. But I will say that I personally have checked in. They are going through it. You have to be patient, because when you are wanting to prosecute and actually do something with the information that you have to make sure that you save the integrity of the investigation so that we can bring these people to justice, so that we can hold grand juries, so that we can do certain things. You have to be careful. The value for the American people to know immediately would undercut, we have to do it. We have to expose it. We're going to be transparent 100%. But we also have to make sure we're not putting any children in danger, putting any minors that don't want and do not deserve to be publicly identified in danger, and making sure that we put forth the information that would still assist us in getting these individuals to justice. It's such a convoluted thing, but I will tell you, transparency is 100% coming. We did get a ton of documents. Pam's letter, I think, was directed towards the SDNY, that we now know the individual in charge there had directives to go in the FBI and said, be the resistance. Do not turn over the documents. We have no tolerance for that. But I would just say to the American people, yes, they got the documents. Kash instructed those individuals that you must cooperate. One resigned, who was leading the charge in not cooperating. And now we have them, and we have to go through them. There is a very large amount of documents, I've been told. They are going through them. And I also, frankly, believe in transparency. We have to give the American people transparency. And we have been, frankly. And unfortunately, sometimes we have to wait a little bit to go through the documents. We are not machines. But I know that they are actively working on it.
Again, it pays to be skeptics. Skeptics are never wrong, right? So at this point, what I have to say about all of this is that you believe it when you see it. The sad reality is that the Epstein documents, anything that was incriminating, anything that was like real evidence, that was evidence against a world leader or royal family member, president, or banker, that the bad stuff, you have to assume, if you're a rational person, that stuff's been in the hands of the deep state for 30 years. and that it's been deleted. It's gone away. I mean, you think these people are just going to let that smoking gun just sit there? I don't think so. They're the most powerful people on earth, right? Like, if you either believe it or you don't. And so we choose to accept that there may be new revelations here, but we wonder if they're going to be the kind of revelations that are really going to rock the world. Has all of that stuff, even though we have photos of Epstein's apartment, we have photos of Epstein's mansions, we have photos of Epstein's island, we have photos of the feds carrying boxes of evidence, hard drives, CDs, pictures, safes with diamonds and passports. What countries' passports did Jeffrey Epstein have? How many passports did Jeffrey Epstein have? And to what countries? So strange. I mean, he was groomed by one of the founding members of the CIA, Bill Barr's dad, who wrote about the continuity of federal government theory, effectively the spawn point of the deep state, that there should be a super state above the American Republic that is permanent and controls everything. Bill Barr's dad also wrote a sci-fi fantasy novel about an oligarchy that runs an entire planet through child sex slavery. True. Look it up. It's crazy. Ghislaine Maxwell, of course, the only person to have ever done any prison time for any of this. Her dad was Mossad, was an intel agent, triple agent, spy, killed on his own yacht when he got sideways, was given a state funeral in Israel, was eulogized by the Israeli government and the prime minister at the time, saying he literally saved the nation of Israel, and that there are stories that will never be told about him. A bunch of Mossad leaders were also there at his funeral. So, so it's like these two major, dark, evil intel agencies combined into one operation. And you're telling me that the people inside of that operation would just allow, these most powerful people on earth would just allow there to be a treasure trove of evidence sitting there forever on them? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, unfortunately, you have to take the black pill on this one at some point, right? That being said, you just got to wait and see, I guess. Everybody's saying the same story. So at this point, if they're all saying the same story and they're all lying, then they really will make a horrible, it will be a horrible, horrible tragedy for the Trump administration. I just don't believe that. I just don't. When they say a truckload of new evidence came rolling through after Jeff Dennehy was fired from the FBI in Southern District of New York, you have to just assume that that's the case, right? And then you wait for verification. You wait for them to release documents. That's what we do. So that's what we do right now. We will wait and see. That's what Alina Habba just said on our program. So lock and load. Hit your boy Benny, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah.